Hello, hello learners. We begin reading about clauses with the previous lesson. This is the part 2. Here we are going to take adjective clause in detail as a separate lesson. We are going to take a further step in making complex sentences with adjective clause. Adjective clause always speaks of some noun or pronoun in main clause, and that way it depends on the main clause. That is why it is subordinate clause. Do you remember that? Furthermore, adjective clause is introduced with a kind of connector that is basically pronoun, relative or interrogative pronoun, simply called relatives. So let us see what the relatives are and how they introduce a relative clause. See it. Relative is an interrogative pronoun used as connector to introduce an adjective clause, qualifying a noun in main clause. See the examples here. Surgeon is a doctor who performs operation. Number 2, surgeon is a doctor whom we can see working in operation theatre. Wow. Number 3, battery is a container which is used for storing electricity. Right? Number 4, the man whose ashram was in Sabarmati is called the father of our nation. Here you can see that adjective clauses are relative clause. Who performs operation in first case is speaking of doctor in main clause. Number 2, whom we can see working in operation theatre, adjective clause, that is speaking of doctor in main clause again. Number 3, which is used for storing electricity, this is the adjective clause here, that is qualifying or speaking of container in main clause. The man whose ashram was in Sabarmati, in fourth case, whose ashram was in Sabarmati, is the adjective clause that is qualifying the man in main clause, or that is speaking of the man in main clause. This way you have seen how relative clause or adjective clause works. In all the examples above, the underlined word is a relative referring to a noun in main clause. That is clear. Okay, as in first case, who refers to the doctor, whom refers to the doctor, in third one which refers to the container, and in fourth case whose ashram refers to the man in main clause, right? Second observation, dot-lined words with relatives form relative or adjective clause that we have seen. It is clear that relative clause or adjective clause is written just after the noun in main clause. It qualifies. It may be in three cases: subjective, objective, or possessive, introduced by the relatives or connectors as given below. See the table. Here, personal nouns in main clause are referred to by who in subjective case, whom or who in objective case, and whose in possessive case. Non-personal nouns in main clause are referred to by which or that in subjective case, which are that, when or where in objective case, and whose in possessive case. Now let us see what these cases are. What are subjective, objective, and possessive cases? See, relative or adjective clause in subjective case. See the form. Noun in main clause, right? This is the part of main clause, so put in bracket. Then relative or subject plus verb. This is the form of adjective clause in subjective case. See the example given just below it. Surgeon is a doctor. Doctor is the noun here in main clause, and then who? Who is the relative and who is the subject to in this clause? Who performs? Performs is the verb and the subject of performs is who. and it is relative to. So here relative is functioning as subject. This is the doer of the action of the verb, or the action denoted by the verb in it. That is how it is in subjective case, right? Here relatives used are who for persons and which are that for non-persons. Replace the underlined pronouns or subject with suitable relative and combine the following. Let's see it. The book is very interesting. It is written by Pandit Lakshmi Prasad. Here are two sentences. In the second sentence, pronoun it is underlined. This refers to the book in the first sentence. Okay, so let us replace it with which or that and combine the two sentences. The book, which is written by Pandit Lakshmi Prasad, is very interesting. See. Now number 2, geologist is a person. He studies rocks. Underlined pronoun is he. It can be replaced suitably with who. Then combine the two sentences. Geologist is a person who studies rocks, right? In this way, you can go on combining the rest 3 sentences, 3 pair of sentences into a complex sentence. You can mark that in the second sentence in each pair, the pronoun is a doer of verb in it. And it is in this way that you will get an adjective clause and adjective clause in subjective case by combining them. Okay, after all, let us see, after doing it in all the cases above, the relative clause is in subjective case. Mark that the relative is the subject of verb in each of them. Mark it. Alright, now relative or adjective clause in objective case. Let us see the form. Here see the noun in main clause first, put in bracket, then relative plus subject plus verb. It is different from subjective case because in subjective case relative itself was the subject of verb in adjective clause, but here relative is different and then subject and then verb. Here relative is the object of verb in it. It will be clear if you separate the two clauses. Let us see it. Surgeon is a doctor, whom relative plus we subject and then can see verb, working in operation theatre, right? Let us separate. Surgeon is a doctor, first sentence. We can see him. Okay, object of verb see, working in operation theatre. When combined, him was replaced by whom because it was personal pronoun and it was taken in the beginning. Alright. Relatives used here are whom, which are that, where, or when. Let's combine the pair of sentences given below. Replace the underlined objects with suitable relatives. Rearrange second sentence into a relative clause and put it after the noun it refers to in the first sentence. That is going to be the main clause, right? Number 1. The colorful man is a famous writer. I met him at the marriage party. Here, I met him. See, him is the object of met and that is underlined. This is to be replaced. This is personal pronoun, so to be replaced by whom, and it would be taken in the beginning of the sentence, making the adjective clause. Okay, so the colorful man whom I met at the marriage party is a famous writer. Similarly, an article was published in the magazine. The story of moon was written in it. Here, underlined pronoun is it. That is the object of preposition in. So we have to replace it suitably with the relative, and we have to take the preposition also in the beginning with the relative. So in which will come in the beginning of this sentence to make an adjective clause, and then we'll put it to the noun that it qualifies, and we'll get the complex sentence. Let's see. An article in which the story of Moore was written was published in the magazine. Similarly, here is the book. Students like it very much. Complex sentence is, here is the book which students like very much. Number 4. This building is known as Somnath Plaza. My father works here. Here is to be replaced by where? Okay. And combination is, this building where my father works is known as Somnath Plaza. Number 5. 15th August 1947 is an important day for us. India got freedom on this day. See, on this day is underlined. Let us see the combination. 15th August 1947, on which day India got freedom, is an important day for us. Right? Next, relative or adjective clause in objective case. Exercise. Merge the clauses under A with those under B to make meaningful complex sentences. Let me do the first one. Let us read about Gandhiji, whom the world recognizes as Millennium Man. Okay? So you can do it. It's very easy. After doing, let us see, in all the examples above, the relative clause is in objective case. Ensure it. Mark its form and the use of relatives. Okay? Next, relative or adjective clause in possessive case. Possessive form of a noun or pronoun is like John's ball, Rama's doll, my, our, your, their, his, her, school, its tail. That is, possessive cases take under noun after it. The possessive cases, the possessive form of nouns or pronouns to be replaced by whose in relative clause in possessive case, right? Let's see the form. Form 1. After the noun in main clause, whose plus noun plus verb. See, here whose plus noun is the subject of verb in it. So, relative clause in possessive case here is in subjective form. Number 2. After the noun in main clause, there is whose plus pronoun, that is relative, plus subject plus verb. Okay, so here the subject of verb is another subject. It is not relative plus noun. So this is in objective form, right? Let us see these forms with the examples. Example 1. I have a friend. His father works in a college. Right? Here his father in the second sentence refers to the friend. Okay? This is to be replaced by whose father. So we can combine the two sentences. I have a friend whose father works in a college. Right? Here see, this exemplifies form 1 as whose father, whose plus noun, after that verb. And the subject of verb works is whose father itself. So here adjective clause in possessive case is in subjective form. Number 2 exemplifies this form 2. Let us see this. This is my pen. I like its color. its color is to be replaced by whose color. Okay, and this is the object of verb like. So in combination, let us see. This is my pen whose color I like, right? So here whose color is the object of verb like in adjective clause. So this adjective clause in possessive case is in objective form. Now third one, this is also an adjective clause in possessive case in objective form but with a preposition. See, Indira Bhavan is the highest building in the city. Guards are employed for its safety. For whose safety will replace for its safety, right? So the answer is, the complex sentence is, Indira Bhavan for whose safety guards are employed is the highest building in the city. Okay? Through these examples we can see clearly that adjective clause in possessive case does not speak of the noun and main clause directly, but it speaks of something in possession of it. That is why it is an adjective clause in possessive case, or adjective clause in possessive case exercise now. Underline the relative clause in the following and write the two clauses as separate sentences. Right? She bought a pen whose cost is ₹50. Adjective clause here in possessive case is whose cost is ₹50. Underline it. And if we separate, then we will get two sentences. She bought a pen, and second sentence, its cost is ₹50. Right? So go on doing accordingly and complete it. After completing, make 10 sentences with relative clause in possessive case on your own. Right? Relative summary. This slide is the summary of relatives. All the three kinds of relatives we have come across. This puts all the structures in a different order. This puts it in the personal, non-personal group, and then relative clause in objective case with preposition. That is, and nothing else. So read these sentences and maintain it in your mind, and let's move on to the next slide. Reduced relatives. Reduced relatives, what are they? Let us see. Let's read or write the following sentences or relative clause without relatives to see which of them make complete sense. Mark or write their cases too. See, people who are addicted to cigarette smoking don't know its harmful effect. Number two, there are many people who don't have the basic commodities. Number three, the man who is talking to Mr. Ghosh is his assistant. Number four, fireworks which are manufactured in villages are better than others. Number five, she inherited all the money which her parents had. Number six, the girl whom I met in the office is my niece. Number seven, that is the book whose cover is very colorful. Okay. By removing the relatives, let us see which of the sentences make complete sense. We find that sentences 1, 3 and 4 have relative clause in subjective case, where we can make complete sense by omitting the relative and helping verb if the main verb is in third or fourth form in them, right? Thus, we can get the reduced relative, but in the form of an adjective phrase, not clause. Mark it. And Sentences 5 and 6 have relative clause in objective case, where we can make a complete sense by omitting the relative only. Thus, we can get the reduced relative, but it is in a clause. It is a clause here, unlike a phrase in subjective case above. Okay, we have concluded that adjective clauses in subjective case may be converted into a adjective phrase by eliminating their relative and helping verb if their verb is in third and fourth. And in case of adjective clauses in objective case, we can just remove the relative and we can get the reduced relative in the form of a clause, right? Relative clause in writing and speaking. Write a paragraph on Kanyakumari using the following clues to frame sentences with relative clause. You can add some more information to enrich your expression. See the clues? Make complex sentences using relative clause or adjective clause, right? Let me do the first one. Kanyakumari is a beautiful place which is located at the southernmost end point of India, right? So this way you can complete this exercise. Now let's have some exercise and advice. Adjective clauses this way complete. We have to find out the situations, real life situations, where we make a sentence using a noun or pronoun, and let's add something, let's say something more about the noun or pronoun in it by adding an adjective clause. Relatives introduce adjective clause speaking of a noun in main clause. This lesson has provided a detailed study of adjective clause and its use in writing and speaking. We have to exercise it. Let's continue our exercise to raise the skill. All the best. Thank you very much.